Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to another video, and today I'll be doing a review of the WL Toys K929. As you can see here, this is a car. I don't usually do too many cars, mainly just because they're more expensive, but GearBest sent this one to me check out, and for me to check out, and it immediately reminds me of my Dramana MT 4.18 and the DB 4.18. Looks very similar to that. Just real quick, this tire in the back here is completely fake, just a little plastic thing, and I actually took that off because the body pins, it comes with 4 of these little body pins to put the shell on. Move those real quick. With this tire on here, there's 2 posts in the back here, and that makes it very hard to get to them with the tire on. And the tire's worthless, so I just took it off. And also this front part just fell off because I don't have the body pins on, but that just pins on up here to complete that. Then once you have those off, I'm sorry if it's a little dirty, I just have it bashing, it's a little hard to get it completely clean. But this roll cage here can lift open like that, so very easy access to the inside and convenient. As you can see under here, just lightweight plastic, a little bit of roll cage, definitely protects the outsides. And also the spoiler here, I did manage to break this off. This went on the back here, actually the whole post broke off, but that's because it was like a 10 feet or 5 to 7 feet drop straight upside down off of a huge jump I made. So I don't blame it for that at all. It was just plastic. So let's look it up here and look at the internal. Over here we have our battery bay. So you can see this is where your battery goes in. You just stick it under there and then tighten that down. So really easy to put that in. And the battery is a 2S 7.4 volt 1100 milliamp hour battery. And it will fit a JGRC X1 1300 milliamp hour battery in there. It's really tight and it doesn't fully slot in there, but it'll stay in good enough to run with it. Over here we have our brushed ESC. As you can see here, it's got a little heat sink on it, so that's nice. Got an on-off switch, very accessible. The motor and ESC uses these bullet crimped connectors, and then for your battery you have a JST plug. Moving on over to the motor here, we got a 390 sized brushed motor for a 1/18 scale little truck that is pretty good, and it has a blue heatsink pre-installed on it. Then over here you have your servo, and it looks a little bit bigger than a regular 9-gram servo, so that's pretty good. Never had too many issues with that. It's got decent power. And this is 4-wheel drive. Everything is connected, as you can see there. And it does have aluminum shock caps here. However, the shocks are kind of disappointing. They're very stiff. I don't think they're oil filled, but you know, they do work a little bit. And you also have aluminum dog bones, as you can see in here, and aluminum hub, I forget what these are called, but they're aluminum caps in there. So nothing plastic there. So that's pretty nice, because those are the parts that always break in plastic. But let's see. Got your servo there. It does have a servo saver on it. Let's move on right now. Here's your charger. Pretty basic wall charger. It comes with the European plug, and it does not come with an adapter. At least mine didn't. Then it comes to this balance thing. So you charge through the balance lead of the battery. It's here, since it is a 2S battery. But if you have a good 4-button charger or something like that, use that. But this takes about, I think, an hour and a half to charge, and you only get about maybe 8 to 10 minutes of runtime, depending on how you run it, obviously. I mean, if you go really slow, you could probably get like 20 minutes. But let's see. It says on the box there's a 27 megahertz, 40 megahertz, 2.4 gigahertz, and a Pro version. I got the 2.4 gigahertz version. I really don't know why they would make anything other than that, and I don't know what the Pro version is. But you can get a look at the other models that they have available. It's the A949, the A979, the A959, and 69 over here, and then the K929. Oops, so they have a couple different models, different colors. It's pretty cool. This is the only color of the K929 so far. It comes with this little T-wrench tool to help you take off the wheels if need be, the nuts there. So that's nice. And you also get this manual, and it's actually a pretty decent manual. It's got some interesting diagrams in it, like don't poke yourself with the antenna. And it's funny because it's like a full build manual, like if you had to build this. And I don't think there's a kit version available, at least not yet, so I found that kind of funny. But Let's look at the transmitter here. Typical WL Toys style transmitter. It's got a collapsible antenna, which is real. There is an antenna going up through it. You have your steering wheel, which has nice foam on it, nice grippy wheel. It's got a decent range of movement. And then you have your throttle and steering trim down here. So pretty convenient to access. And you have your trigger. It's got nice tension on it. Good remote overall, very easy to drive with. I quite like it. And then down here you have your power button, and it takes 4 AA's down there. As for the tires, they are pretty decent. This one's a little wet, but they're not foam filled. They are just, ooh, it's leaking quite a bit of water there. I won't do that one. I just washed it. But they're not foam filled. That they are rubber. I mean, they're okay, but you know, for $7, this is a pretty cheap car. This thing really goes. And it says on the box it can go 50 kilometers an hour, which is, I believe, about 20 to 30 miles an hour. And I think that's true. This thing really moves. And it's really nice that it's got 4-wheel drive, so it can power through most grass. Not real tall stuff, though. You'll see in my review, my driving part, it gets stuck a little bit. But other than that, you know, really great car. Definitely like it a lot more than my Dramina model. And this was, I believe, 30 bucks cheaper. So it's not the best, obviously, but for the price, I think it's a great little basher, and it's pretty durable. I mean, I've broken a couple things, but honestly, I think I should have broke more doing what I did. So that was my review. Now let's go check out the run footage. Okay, here we are for the run review of the WL Toys K929 Transcend. You can see here, I have it bound up to stock controller. I'm just going to give it a bash on the asphalt here, some grass, and there's a little bit of snow left. So you can see over there I have my SJ Cam SJ5000X Elite set up, so we get a little bit of a different angle. So let's just start off here. Let's do some slow stuff. And now if you hear some grinding and clacking, that is because actually I smashed into that thing over there, that metal old rototiller at full speed, straight into it, and it now makes this clacking, but it still seems to drive okay. And for a $70 truck, that's not bad. And I bet this thing goes probably 25 miles an hour on full speed. You can see there. And it can do grass. It is 4-wheel drive with a 390 size brushed motor. Brushed, not brushless. Let me try and get it wet here. See if I can get some stuff in front of the camera. You can see this thing is a beast for this little bit of money. And if you recall, I used to have a Dramina MT 4.18, and that was $100, and this thing's only 70, and this thing is definitely better. Take it through some grass. Like I said, 4-wheel drive. You can see this is some long grass, definitely with snow. Oh, is it gonna make it? The snow, definitely, but it just made through there. And this thing, I took it out on the ice when the lake was frozen, and that was fun. You get about 8 minutes of runtime, so not the best runtime, but since it's using that LiPo, definitely lots of power. Oh, nope, got stuck. The grass is too long right here. Let me get it. Get a little push. There we go. And this is a 1/18 scale model, so that helps you size it up, if you will. And I have jumped this pretty high off a jump I made. I'll probably have a follow-up video coming on that. And nothing broke. And there's no low voltage warning, but there is a cutoff, so you're not going to drain your battery too far. Let's see this thing. Just a lot of fun. And I will have some videos. I don't know if they'll be before this or not, but Car Quad 2.0 and 3.0. You might know what I mean if you've seen me on Instagram. Whoa. And I stuck it. But yeah, this thing's pretty durable. I've only broken off the spoiler in the back, but that's because I landed straight upside down. Okay, I think that was good enough. So there we go. That was my review of the WL Toys K929, and it is waterproof. I was running it through mud, snow there, and like I said, when I ran it on the lake, there was about 2 inches of water, and I was just plowing right through it. And you can see this thing's soaked and dirty. I gotta go clean it right now. But I would recommend removing the battery before you clean it, obviously. But that was my review. Awesome little truck. Like I said, a GearBest sent me mine. It's about $70, I'm pretty sure, from China. Just really fun. Yeah, I just love it overall. So that was my review. Please subscribe if you aren't already, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.